Andrew Claudio, Matt Johnson, Nikki Acosta.
She doesn't have a last name.
You don't have a last name. You're just Nikki. You're like Shakira. You know, just
Oprah.
one solid name.
Wow,
Oprah. Shaq.
I'm honored.
Ellen.
There you go.
Shaq.
There you go.
Shaquille O'Neal.
You definitely got the
I know
height
who
of
that
Shaquille
is.
Oh,
O'Neal.
okay. You
Not
were
a
talking
big-
earlier about that you're not a sports person, so
Okay,
maybe you don't know who
but
Shaq
You do not
is.
need to be a sports person to
To
know
know
who
who
Shaquille O'Neal
I
is.
know.
I would figure.
I know who LeBron James is.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
There you go.
Even
He
better.
played for my team. Now,
Uh-huh.
not anymore. But
Well,
Not that you're bitter.
Speaking
Yeah, a
of
little bit.
important famous people, we are
Not
joined
to set
in
that up.
studio by today's convocation speaker and world famous author. Welcome back to the Get Up and Go show, Mr. Jon Acuff. How are you today, sir?
I'm great. I just watched a guy call a girl Shaq.
A little bit.
Every woman wants that comparison. Hey, if you could compare
you.
me to a tall, overweight man, that would be fantastic.
Hey, and the greatest center of all
Thank you.
time, if we're
Thank
keeping
you.
it 100, Jon Acuff.
Would Wilt Chamberlain feel that same way?
Oh, that's
my
a
gosh.
whole different era.
Say the
Come
greatest
on.
center of my time.
The
all
greatest
right?
center of my time.
Okay,
there's a
Because
difference.
again, I'll take your word for it if Wilt Chamberlain was great. You know, I wasn't around.
Yeah,
I don't know
old.
who Willis Reed
Wait,
is.
you
You've been here
you
since-
weren't around?
Bill
What?
You've not been here since the Stone Age, Andrew?
The running joke this semester, again, Jon Acuff joins us on the Get Up and Go show. The running joke all semester, because I am older than the average college student. I'm 26.
Yeah, that's
Are-
like 400 in college
Right?
years.
When I turn 27
Are
this
you getting enough calcium for those brittle bones?
Go ahead.
That's why you got the milk.
He's
It's
in on
about
the
fiber. It's about fiber. Yeah, he's drinking milk.
He's in on the joke now.
Yeah.
He
So,
had
yeah.
to get the.
Tell me the
Apparent-
truth. Favorite episode of Murder, She Wrote? Go.
Oh, wow.
As the
That's
world
actually a good
turns.
question. No,
What's your greatest As the World Turns episode?
Yesterday, I actually referenced Sanford and Son because that
Oh,
actually
nice.
is my jam.
That's a
and
great theme
the
song.
only person that we have it actually as a
Yeah.
background bed. The only person that knew what I was talking about was my professor. So it was Sanford and Son. Anybody? Because I forget what happened. It made me jump, and I was like, "Oh, this is a big one, Elizabeth! I'm coming to join you."
I'm coming home.
See, Jon Acuff gets that joke.
totally.
Everybody else is
That one is
what?
over my head at the moment.
Sanford
Usually-
and Son. What?
Sound fun.
Jon Acuff, how are you today,
I'm
sir?
great.
Welcome
I'm great.
back to Lynchburg.
Yeah, new
Oh,
studio.
and are your headphones working? You can hear me fine.
I can totally hear you.
Well, that's good, 'cause-
because we have something for you, and if I remember correctly, which I do, you and I have
Wow.
gone back and forth with. I'm a Jets fan. You're a Pats fan.
Sure, and it's mostly because I like winning. But go on.
And I'm not a huge fan of winning. No, winning's not a big deal to me. You do not have to win
Andrew Claudio.
in order to impress me.
You are part of an intramural team.
That's
Like,
right. Intramural teams. Jon Acuff, on behalf of this New York Jets fan, congratulations
Hey!
to the New England Patriots on
Whoa!
winning yet another Super Bowl in my lifetime. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of my time. All right.
Wow.
Wow, that's big.
am
Not
very-
Peyton?
Bill Belichick is the greatest head coach of my era.
I feel like this is a setup.
I
no,
think it is.
No setup. No.
This is so unexpected.
There's no
Yeah.
twist coming.
Is this
in
Wacky
any...
Wednesday where you
No,
say
no,
the
no.
opposite of what?
This is just strange.
This is unexpected.
Jon Acuff, congratulations to the
Well,
Patriots.
thanks.
I wish you guys a 4-12 season this year.
Oh, yeah.
But
As if that won't
as
happen.
defending champions.
We can both root for Tebow though. Now that
I'm an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
That's right. He's an
I
Eagles
don't know
fan.
how I feel about it.
he's the fifth quarterback. You don't
Yeah.
have to feel anything about it.
Especially,
Ooh.
I'm convinced Chip Kelly has no clue what he's doing. I think he's
I
just
don't
throwing
know. He
stuff
did
at the
great
wall.
last year.
Yeah, but now his whole team is just. They gave him full reign of the team,
He's pretty much the GM.
and now he is just throwing stuff at the wall.
Yeah, but I still like
he's
the
playing
wild.
fantasy football. You know.
The wild card is like Kurt Warner. People always go like he was doing groceries and then he won a Super Bowl. So
Yeah,
I think
but-
there's still that thought that like who knows? Like it would be amazing if Tebow came back and was like this amazing quarterback all of a sudden.
Which would
We'll
be
see.
cool.
Yeah.
And
Suddenly becomes
listen,
Hall of Fame.
I
Has
need
he
to-
spoken at Convo?
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
that was fun.
I bet.
That was
that day.
insanity.
I bet that was crazy.
That day.
That was after
was
Similar to
the-
me, probably. A
Oh,
lot.
it was the
yeah.
same exact thing.
Yeah,
People
exactly.
lining up
like
at 4 a.m.
Me and Nikki and Shaq. It was just crazy.
It was literally the proudest moment of my life.
Yeah,
That was the
good.
proudest moment of your life?
Yeah.
Tim Tebow speaking in
Tim Tebow.
Convo was the
I wasn't
craziest
here.
day
That was
at
insanity.
Liberty University.
You weren't
bet.
even here yet.
I wasn't here yet.
Did he come on the show?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
First of all, we can't afford him.
Oh.
You don't have to pay for somebody to come on the show. I didn't make any. Are you been paying other people?
No,
but
for
Tim-
3
but
years
nobody
I
else-
haven't been paid.
Nobody
would-
else. You're like the one who comes
You
by.
don't play in the NFL.
Yeah.
No
Think
one-
about
that
it.
is so true.
NFL,
Close.
in order to get an
This is
NFL
radio, so you can't see my body.
You
I'm
look
very
like you could
sure.
play in the NFL.
I
You
look like
you
it
could play in the
physically.
NFL.
It's not a physical question. It's an emotional one.
How good are you at kicking?
Horrible.
That's the-
I actually, when I was in college, this is true. I thought I was like, I'll just be a field goal kicker. I'd never done it. I bought a tee or like a stand, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they call it. That's how cocky I was in
Oh,
college.
no.
Like I was just like, I bought
my
a
God.
football.
Totally do this.
Yeah, and I was like, I'll just do it. I got like 3 things: cleats, a stand, and a football.
Is that
and
when
then
you
I
went to
out-
then coach assistant
Yeah.
assistant coach?
and then I became an assistant coach of a girls' flag football team.
Way to make
Kicking
him
didn't work out.
Way to make him call himself out.
Yeah, proud moment for me.
Yeah, there you
but
go.
then I went to the field and I kicked it like 5 times, probably a foot off the ground. So yeah, all respect to anybody who can play football. Tim
Yes.
Tebow, everybody.
Respect,
I
exactly.
can.
Yes.
And I do. You're also not in on this story. I am not the biggest fan of Tim Tebow, the football player, because I don't think he is a real quarterback. I don't think
You think he's like a tight end more?
I think he's a fullback. I think if you create a package for him, he can have a successful career.
I
But
think he
he's
could, yeah.
always said, I'm a starting quarterback. I'm deserving of a shot, which he's deserving of a team, but I don't think you can realistically put him as the head quarterback of your team. Think
we'll see.
about that run with the Broncos.
Yeah.
How were they winning? It was the play breaks down and Tebow does something crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine if that's your offense is, okay,
Play
$100
breaks
million
down.
wide receiver.
Yeah.
Here's the plan. We're just gonna go crazy.
Have fun.
We're just
doesn't
gonna.
it?
The play's gonna break down, and
No.
Tim's gonna maybe find you. You might have one catch. You
maybe
might have
can
all the
find
Yeah.
catches.
That's a short playbook. It'd be a light playbook.
Yeah.
When you're traveling, you don't have to pack
go.
much.
It's
Yeah.
just
You know?
one email.
One piece
Hey,
of.
go
It's a
crazy.
post-it note
Yeah.
that
Tebow.
says "Go crazy."
Yes, just go crazy. That's the
It's
offense.
like your reminder every day.
Yeah.
Just go crazy. Okay, I got this.
Got this.
Solid.
What play
Again-
are we running? The crazy one? Okay.
Again, we have Jon Acuff here on the Get Up and Go show. Welcome back to Liberty.
Yeah, it's
You
always
know?
fun. I usually come about once a year. It feels like. So
And
it's been-
you marketed yourself as always opening for somebody either. You were Donald Trump opened for you the first
Oh
time.
yeah, that was quite an honor.
And then you opened for Tebow the
Yep,
second time.
yep.
And
Opening
now
for Bob Goff.
Bob Goff on Friday.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
try to find the biggest name that's coming in within the next year, and then
Mm-hmm.
I say I'm opening for that person. Because if you tweet
You
it,
get to
if you
attach
put it
your
on
name to
Twitter,
that person.
that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's close enough. Like Rick Warren, I always do that with. Like if he's coming somewhere a year later, or
Yeah.
Rob Bass, who's this DJ from the '90s. I opened for him before at a DJ conference, and so yeah, it's just fun to kind of joke like that.
Oh yeah,
so I don't
I'm
know
totally
who's,
working for him.
Who's big next year? Who's coming next? Do you know?
Rumor
Trump
has
again.
it Trump's back.
Really?
So
So
he might be
I'm opening up for him.
There you go.
I'm returning the favor,
There
Donald.
you go.
You're welcome. You're not fired. Yeah.
Apparently,
We'll tell Dan Bolton.
Terry McCullough, the governor of
Virginia.
Virginia, is going to be here.
Okay.
Listen, I'm graduating. I don't know
Yeah, you don't
anybody.
care. You're like
I've
set- like 17
legitimately
days.
stopped caring.
Who was the comedian?
I don't. Sure.
Tim Hawkins.
Tim Hawkins.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Oh, yeah, he'll be here.
Well,
He's
I
a
will-
Chick-fil-A guy. Like he has an amazing Chick-fil-A song.
Really?
I don't know if he'll do it, but he's fantastic.
Okay. Well, Tim
not too-
Hawkins, if you're listening, now you have to.
Yeah.
John Acuff's invited.
Jon
Yeah.
Acuff has told you have to do the Chick-fil-A song.
Yeah.
So
I
do-
just want Chick-fil-A right now.
now
I know.
we've made
Somebody
everybody-
gave me a gift card last night at the book signing I did that none of you were at.
Hey, I was at the softball game. I just
Oh
told
wait,
you
an
that.
intramural soft. Oh, I
Yes.
didn't know there was a priority.
Oh.
Once in a lifetime.
I had a
Plus,
friend's
I
birthday.
knew you were
Your friend's
here.
birthday?
My friend's
What
birthday was
number?
yesterday. She turned 20. Wait.
20? That's such a nonsense birthday. That's like
Wow,
going to a
Matt.
22-year-old's birthday party.
Unless you're Taylor
20.
Swift.
Yeah.
Well, now Taylor Swift made
No,
it a
Taylor,
thing.
Taylor
Boy.
Swift, but
Okay.
Oh,
Which
Taylor
one too?
Swift.
This guy. John, Do-Over. The book.
Yes, brand new book.
I thought you were just saying
Congratulations.
we're starting over the interview.
No. We're not doing over the whole interview.
All right, get back out. We're doing this
No,
again.
Yeah.
we're not gonna start.
Burn the
okay?
tape.
We're not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be a quitter.
No.
We're gonna do over.
I
This
see
isn't
what you
about
did
stuff
there.
people
Yes,
like.
It's not
Yeah.
about stuff people, not Christian. It's just
Yeah.
about people life. We're renaming books here
Yeah.
on the Get Up
It's
and
a
Go
remix.
show. Congratulations on Do Over. For those who have not read it yet, or if you want someone to buy the book, what is Do Over about?
Well, it's the 4 transitions you go through in a career, and it's about the 4 things you need to navigate them. And so it's perfect for college students because graduating is a gigantic do-over. You're about to trade 3 months of vacation for 8 days a year. Like that's a massive do-over.
That's very
And
true.
so it's all the tools you need as a college student to really figure out your career and really enjoy it. Because the problem is you spend 18 years getting ready for college, and then you graduate, and the next thing you get ready for is death and retirement. There's this 40-year gap where we don't lean into our careers. And we eat at TGI Fridays, not TGI Mondays.
Ooh.
The
Preach.
Office was popular for a reason. Dilbert was popular for a reason. And so it's my attempt to say, hey, let's not be the 70% of Americans who hate their jobs. Let's do something different. Let's actually enjoy them, and here's how.
Nice.
I'm
you
pumped.
You better
Man,
go
I
ahead
wanna
and
read it.
preach. It's available on Amazon. It's also available
At the
at the
bookstore?
Liberty Bookstore.
Yeah, we had a ton of folks last night.
Nice.
It was a lot of fun. A lot of college students up there that were saying, I got an internship. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I don't know what my major should be. And I meet a lot of students that they inherited a major from a parent. A parent said, you'd be a good this or that. And so then they did that. And then junior year, senior year, they start to feel like, that's not what I want to do.
This isn't what I really want to do with my life.
And then the worst is the people I meet that are 24. They have $120,000 in debt. They hate their job, and they knew in college that they were going to, but they are too afraid to stop. There's too much momentum. They didn't want to disappoint
they're
people.
just stuck.
Now they're just stuck, and the only way to get out of the debt is to keep doing the thing that they don't like doing. And so if you're a college student right now, like, don't wait to have these thoughts and these conversations. Like, now is the time.
Now your story is pretty interesting in that you left a job to pursue. You left a couple different jobs, right?
Yeah, I left a lot of jobs.
So what if you can tell us what was the weirdest job you've ever had?
Oh, I mean, I've had so many. I was a mailman.
That you opened the book that way. Yeah.
Like a
That's
great.
U.S.
Is that-
Postal Service
Yeah,
mailman?
yeah.
Not that I'm doubting the validity of the integrity of the story.
Well,
of
I mean,
the book, but
but,
did
yeah.
you really like ask to use the bathroom at someone's house you were delivering
I was
mail to?
sick, and I didn't put this in the book. I was sick because at work at the post office, I had eaten a Philly steak and cheese from a vending machine.
Ooh.
Who knew that was a bad decision?
Yeah.
Who could have possibly seen that was not going to work
Who
out?
knew that sushi from a gas station is a bad idea?
Exactly.
I
yeah.
mean, they sell it for a reason, right?
Yeah,
Should be
and
clean.
it was kind of a rookie thing. They wouldn't tell the rookies, like, don't ever go near that machine. And so I was like, do. And so, yeah, I was a mailman for a summer. That was weird. I worked at a convenience store and a clothing store called Maurice the Pants Man. So I'm wicked awesome at folding
That's
pants.
great.
You know? So, yeah, I've had just about every job. I wrote radio jingles for laser hair removal.
Really?
So
For
I know.
laser hair
Yeah, it's like,
removal.
ladies, bikini season's coming. Aren't you tired of shaving your legs? Like, clearly I know a ton about that.
Well,
Is there something you're not telling us?
well, the book is called Do Over. Like we said, it's available on Amazon.com and the Liberty Bookstore. And like, this is most likely, unless you go into sports journalism, this is most likely the last time I'm going to get to interview you or have
Yeah.
you on a show that I'm hosting.
Unless I
Unless
join
he
the
goes into
NFL.
the NFL.
Yeah. Then interview.
I can join the NFL
reporting
too,
live from the
and
Super
we'll
Bowl.
be
Yeah, me and
together.
Shaq over there will
After
join the NBA.
his 65-yard field goal to win the Jets their first Super Bowl.
His
That'd be
6
so
to 5
amazing.
yard field goal.
Yeah.
6 to 5.
John, it's been fun the past few years,
Oh, thanks,
and
man.
look, I told you this the first time I met you. I'm as we mentioned before, I'm one of the older students here
Sure.
at Liberty. I came to college as a 21-year-old freshman, and a part of that was because my dad and a couple of friends had said to me I was working retail, and I had just missed out on a promotion, and it was, do I really want to stay in retail forever? And my dad and these friends were, listen, what happened to the kid that wanted to light up New York City with his voice, that wouldn't shut up about the Mets or the Yankees in a homeroom, and that always listened to sports talk radio instead of music in the car? And I'm close to on my way. I'm headed to ESPN.
You're a lot
as we
closer
said.
than you're willing to
I'm trying
admit.
to be humble.
Yeah, but hey,
He has a paid internship
Christians
with
are
ESPN.
the worst at humility. We think that being humble means not being excited, and that's not true at all. And so you can be excited and still be humble.
Well, I am
So-
very excited about this next step.
And you should be. It's awesome.
Yes, and reading your books as well have also taught me a little bit more about how to move on and take that next step as well. So thank you for your ministry. I look forward to Convocation today because you are always an amazing speaker when you're here.
Well, I'm nervous about it. It's in the round today. I haven't
Oh,
done the
wow.
round
Oh,
here.
it's so fun.
It's actually quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
You're going to love it.
Well, as a person in a seat, I imagine it is.
Yeah.
As a,
But as a,
Yeah.
That's true.
as a speaker on a
well,
stage.
and I didn't
yeah.
realize it's 13,000 people now. Like I tweeted
Yeah,
the other
dude.
day, can't wait to talk to 10,000 students. And
Nah.
they're like,
They just keep
actually,
upgrading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This place is always building stuff.
And it's always
We
only
know.
going to get bigger,
Yeah,
too.
crazy.
know.
Yeah.
When I
We
come-
joke about what school will look like when we come back next semester because
we have no idea.
Robots,
We
a
have
lot
no
more
idea.
robots probably. If I had to guess.
Imagine when I come back years from now and this place looks nothing like
It
when
was
I
the
first got
farmland
here.
when you first came here.
Jon Acuff, thank you for coming on the Get Up and Go show today.
Thanks for having me, guys.
And again, Do Over, it's available at the Liberty Bookstore and on Amazon. And hey, good luck in Convo today, sir.
Hey, thanks, man. I'm
And
excited
last but
about it.
not least, congratulations to the New England Patriots.
I can't wait for you to tell me that next season in Virginia on ESPN Radio.
Man,
We'll talk about my
Dear
football
God,
career
don't
and
make
the
that
new
happen.
and the most recent championship.